Mary refers to herself in the same way when she's talking to the angel. She says, I am the handmaiden of the Lord, be it unto me according to your word. Yes. And that's pretty much what this Shunammite, we don't even know her name, right? And she is this mighty figure. Yes. But that's the same thing Mary said was, I am your handmaiden, be it unto me according to your word.
Well, I see there that she didn't choose to be offended by being referred to as a handmaiden.
Right, which right now is a slap in the face to be a handmaiden.
But to be a handmaiden of God, I mean, listen, know your place, woman. I mean, there's a war on people.
Yeah.
On of every creed, race, gender, it doesn't matter. There's a war on people, but you have to know who you are. And what a blessing and privilege and honor it is to be a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The giftings are endless. Yeah. Truly.
Well, and again, look at this handmaiden who was rich and influential, who took care of the man of God, who had no need for him to mention her name before kings and commanders. You know, that again, when you find your place at the foot of God the Father, then you're not looking for any other place. Right. It's settled. My favorite line, probably, that this woman says is, do not slacken your pace for me unless I tell you to.
This, I love that part. That passage right there.
Yeah.
Like, she has laid out what she's going to do. Don't get in her way. She's determined.
Yeah.
She's assured.
Right. And she's not wondering if she's going to come back with the man of God.
Absolutely.
No.
She's not concerned about what if or, oh my, I hope he says yes. She is going to do what she needs to do.
Yep.
So, keep it up. It says, slack not thy writing for me. And the Hebrew there in my King James, I have a note at the bottom, it says, restrain not for me. So it must be typical that, for the woman writing, that they would take it a little easy, and she's hasten. Slack, don't be slack. And so, moving on to the rest of it, we're in verse 26. Elisha said, Gehazi, meet her and say, is it well with you, well with your husband, and well with the child? And she answered, it is well. Gehazi was not the one she was going after.
That's right.
He may have been the armor bearer. He may have been the prophet of God's servant. But she didn't have anything to say to Gehazi. She was going after Elisha.
And the servant, he was well the one to guard Elisha, because when she fell and grabbed Elisha's feet and would not let him go, the servant was going to pull her off of him.
That's right.
And Elisha said, let her be.
Yeah.
He knew, even though he didn't know why she was there, he knew it was for a purpose and that it involved him.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm looking at this, and I don't even think she told the prophet. The words did not have to come out of her mouth that the son had died.
Did I desire a son of my Lord? Did I not say, do not deceive me?
Then he said, Gehazi, gird up your loins and take my staff and go. The mother of the child said, as my Lord lives and as I live, I'm not leaving without you.
Right.
Your servant's not enough. And we've talked about this months ago, in that God is the keeper of his covenant.
Yeah.
And in the Exodus, at the very end, when Pharaoh had said, not going to let him go, no, not by a mighty hand, and Moses said, and we'll kill the firstborn will die. The Lord slew the firstborn himself. In the scripture, it's Exodus 12, I believe, because this was just amazing to me. This is Exodus 12:29. It says, at midnight the Lord slew every firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sat on his throne to the firstborn of the prisoner in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the livestock. That the Lord Jehovah himself kept his word. He didn't send an angel to do it. He didn't send somebody else to do it. That the Lord went and took care of his people. And so this woman had precedent of the Lord has kept his word. The Lord will be the one who does this. And again, the prophet being the point of contact in this time period between the people and the Father.